from fighting a revolution over a 2% tax on a breakfast beverage to what we pay today. And we're taxed on money when we receive it, when we spend it, when we keep it, when we invest it, and even when we die with it. It gets worse. We commute to work to make that money in a car that is taxed again to register on roads we're already taxed to build, fueled by gas that is taxed even further, and many times through tolls that tax you again. And that's to maintain bridges and highways and tunnels that already have billions of dollars, taxpayer dollars, allocated to them, and they're still falling apart. And then when you get to your office that is taxed to exist, in a corporation that is also taxed to do business, that almost certainly requires permits and other things, which are another tax, you are paid a paycheck that the corporation must match another payroll tax on top of what they have to pay you. Then you go to a home of which you are taxed to own every single year that we bought with money that
All right, Shalom. I want to start out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to you. How about Shema, Shabbat, Shomer, Kakodash, the abundance of the apostle and elders, a great millstone. Shalom to all the Akim out there, pushing the word in sincerity and in truth. Yeah, I just wanted to speak on this topic that this individual, I have found it on social media, and he's basically saying, speaking on the large quantities of taxes that are just strangling us as a people. This devil imposes, which is in the scriptures is known as tribute. Taxes, of course, are written in the scriptures, but, we're tributaries, showing you we're in the land of our captivity. And you don't have any type of ownership. Everything is federally owned. That's why you pay your federal taxes. That's why you pay your state taxes. And this devil has created a complex labyrinth. He has created a system that keeps his foot constantly on our neck to the point that we can't breathe and sustain, And see, that's the exact reason which he's speaking on, the reason why the Lord has to free us out of this hellhole. Because a lot of people don't even think of it, and they think that they normalize the conditions of the world, thinking they're just supposed to pay on each and every little thing that they put in their grasp and in their reach, and believing that that's, how the world is designed, not knowing that this devil, he finagles you, and he's a trickster and a hoodwinker by nature. He makes it where the rich get extremely rich and the poor are dirt poor. It was a time where, even being poor wasn't to the conditions that it is now, and even riches, you've always had rich people at the beginning of time, but riches and kingdoms were supposed to be allocated unto the mass amount of people. Nowadays the riches or the rich find and develop, layouts through legislation and things of that nature, because the scriptures speak about the power of the pen in Daniel to ensure that you don't have a break. All the tax breaks, the major breaks where these, the conditions of living and becoming stable is given unto the Edomites, to the Idumeans, man. And I'm talking about even the high class, because you have the low class, you have the middle class as well as the high class, and they ensure that the top Edomites, can withhold the mass amount of money. That's why you have something known as the 1%, which they pretty much, and if you think about BlackRock and Vanguard and these major companies, they pretty much hold the reserves. They're buying all the real estate. They're buying all the, they got the automobile industry on lock. They got all these different businesses. They own each and every pretty much fragment within these different lands, and they make you a prey. So this is Baruch 3:8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject. And the word subject means to be under the rule. To payments, according to all the iniquities of our fathers which departed from the Lord our power. You see? So we're subject to payment, and that's definitely facts indeed. You constantly have to give up each and every dollar that you earn, and you gotta earn it by damn near killing yourself, man. You know, you're breaking your neck to even get to these different job locations and things of that nature. You know, if you think about individuals in New York, and even in a lot of these different cities, you might have to drive. Either you have to drive and spend all this gas, which gas is expensive, you know, or you're gonna have to catch the transit route, which that can be costly, you know, by and by, or you have to do Uber or a Lyft, which is pretty much dissolving your income that you're gonna make for the day. Then you work the job and you get taxed, you know. And how is that fair? You know, that's why the scriptures speak about how an unjust balance is abomination. It's not equal, you know. But see, this devil has created a system where he doesn't want equality. He doesn't want you to benefit from his system. He only wants to benefit, and he wants to keep you as a perpetual slave. That's why you'll see certain jakes that'll work a job, and you see they don't come up, man. You know, they might have been catching a bus at the job back and forth for 6+ years. You got some jakes 20, 25 years, and they might get a couple cents per year as a raise, but it's not even enough to the climate that we're living in, that's constantly breaking your pockets down, you know. And that's not fair, like I said, you know. And at the end of the day, we're not looking for this devil to be fair. We understand that he is the devil, you know, and he does everything through nefarious means. And scriptures refer to him as the mistress of witchcraft, because he'll make it seem like you're actually coming up, but really you're just going deeper and deeper in the pit. The word system means the pit, and then part of that pit is putting up these large interest rates, man. And that's why the scriptures speak about this is not our rest, and this will never be our rest. And the only place that we'll be able to rest is the kingdom of heaven. Deuteronomy 28:43, the stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. He shall lend to thee. Yeah, when you think about these lending, or if you want to get a loaner, you have to go through the banks. Which the word bank deals with the bench. You have to go to them, you have to show them your credit, which is really showing that you're able to pay, you know, off certain products. And really even building credit is a scam. You know, it says, and thou shalt not lend to him, he shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. Yeah, and they created a system where you're constantly the tail. You know, you're constantly at the bottom, you know, and you could climb up, but it's always going to be a threshold. It's always going to be a blockade where this devil will never let you elevate. Like I said, that's why the Spirit of the Lord is going to come down upon this man, and the Lord has to restart the system. The Lord is really the only one that can free us from this captivity. There's no investment that you could do. There's no, all right, buying out 401k. And Jake be talking about financial freedom and financial independence. Yeah, you can receive or retrieve certain things, but to really be free is to be broken through these shackles. And the only person that's going to really be able to get us out of this captivity and free us is Yahweh Shem Shah. And it's plain and simple, you know. And I didn't want to make this long. I just want to speak on that. Dude was speaking, and it was definitely informative indeed, you know, and spiritual. You know, so with that, and is written. So with that, I end by giving all praise and glory to Yahweh Shem Shah, Shem Hakodash, double honor to the apostle of the great millstone. Shalom.